noticing by now, for example. You must kill the metals. You must actually perform the physical state, the death and resurrection of the metals. You kill the metals. You take copper, iron, tin, mercury. You take these and you learn how to absolutely destroy them. And when you have completely destroyed them, you have released by that means from them a universal essence which permeates them all. Then, if you know how, you can restore that pattern according to the element that you desire. But you cannot do it while iron is iron, or zinc is zinc, or copper is copper. It must first be reduced to a common denominator. And the discovery of the common denominator applies to many things. Today we have a problem in connection with common denominators. When we have Japanese and Chinese and Hindus and Greeks and Persians and Jews, we are never going to have brotherhood of man. We can't. But we can only have that brotherhood of man when we destroy the differences and discover the reality. We have got to go back and down through and remove all these layers of separateness and find the unity, and then build upon it to have one people. That's the same principle exactly in the alchemical experiment. We cannot take things in their various degrees of development and synthesize them. You've got to reduce them to their basic principle. That's why you practically have to reduce the human being to extremity before you teach it anything. It is only when he says to himself, I am a complete failure, that he begins to have a little hope of succeeding. When he says to himself, I don't know what to do next, then he will begin to think. Because he has reduced himself to his basic element,
The second point that I think we should try to realize and understand is that the alchemists were not only interested in the regeneration of man, but in the restoration of the philosophic empire, as established in the concept of Plato. This restoration of the philosophic empire was to be undertaken by a broad political program. So alchemy penetrated and permeated practically every political and social state of the world, extending as far as China, throughout India, throughout the Near East, and even extending into the Central and South American areas of the Western Hemisphere. The alchemists represented metals under usually 7 symbols. These 7 symbols being identical with the planetary symbols of astrology. Thus, for instance, lead with Saturn, iron with Mars, and so on. These were the base metals. And they were formed together in the form of a 6-pointed star composed of 2 interlaced triangles. Thus, in the field of learning, alchemy was the regeneration of arts and sciences, not by reforming them, essentially, but by releasing through them the seed of truth which is locked in each one of them. Now, in the transmutation of metals, another important point was brought out, and that is that the outer bodies of the metals are irreconcilable. Therefore, that you cannot force iron and lead together and cause them to accomplish an alchemical mystery. You can fuse them to produce an alloy of some kind, but you cannot force them together to release their own spiritual power. Therefore, before metals or elements can be given a new birth in the spirit, they must die. And the death of elements, the destruction of minerals, the complete elimination of the formal nature of the forms of things is part of the alchemical procedure. All of the outer bodies and structures of metals must die before the spirits of these metals can unite to form the mysterious transmuting agent, which is called the red lion. Therefore, alchemy then approaches the problem of human intelligence. And it says that before the individual can become wise, he must destroy the false mind. which presumes to possess knowledge. He must destroy opinions before facts can come. He must tear down old walls before he can build a new house. And in the doctrines of the alchemical mysteries, it was first necessary to destroy the personality or the individuality of metals before they could be brought together to form the transmuting agent.
You cannot start upon this great search bound and locked within the structure of your own opinions. Your opinions have to die before there's any room in you for truth. Your opinions have to die before there's any room in you for truth. Your opinions have to die. Everything has to be reduced to its essentials. And the essential of everything is seed and ashes. Seed and ashes, says the alchemist. The seed that cannot die, which is the king, and the ashes which must die. So everything must be reduced by putrefaction, by the disintegration of its parts to essential material. And this thing that is created by the alchemy of the universe is actually the human soul. And the human soul is called the homogeneous, or the crystal child that is born out of the alchemical ritual, the great glass womb of chemistry, where it is the purpose of alchemy to create a living thing. And this living thing, or the homogeneous, is a generation of art and nature. And the alchemist who performs this mystery plays God, for he creates. And the homunculus is the new creature that is formed out of the seven souls or seven natures of man.
And what these techniques all are about is breaking down the ordinary constructs of social and community consciousness and replacing that with a disembodied, archetypically laden, generalized kind of field of consciousness that fills more than Newtonian space and that anchors the society, allows magic to be done, allows curing to happen, knits people together, causes the anxiety of facing death to be assuaged, so forth and so on. Well, I believe that individually and collectively, this is our challenge at the end of the 20th century, that history is like a psychedelic experience, and that we are now somewhere deep in hour two, about to go over the top. Wave after wave of invention, religious imagery, conversion, language, technology, obsession has come and gone in the past 5,000 or 6,000 years. Each wave ratcheting us further and further up the scale of intense involvement with our own cognitive processes and the downloading of those processes into matter in the form of technology. And, you know, with a cup of ayahuasca in one hand and keyboard access into the internet in the other hand, you can begin to see the dim outlines of what it is going to be. It's that we are hardwiring the collective mind of the species. We are undergoing some kind of metamorphosis. In the same way that a caterpillar changes into a butterfly, we are changing from a soft-bodied tribal monkey into an electrobiological coral reef that covers the planet from pole to pole.
Thus we may say, for our essential purpose, that the future, looking into the future of man as an anthropological unit, anthropology takes the square and certain ground that the final total richness of human culture must result from contributions from all culture groups. That these contributions should not be regarded as conflicting, but as commonly enriching. We are beginning to appreciate this perhaps more than was considered conceivable 100 years ago. Today we are beginning to recognize that culture breaks through most of the arbitrary boundaries which we have established. Therefore, it is far more important that we become aware of the cultures of people than that we become too profoundly involved in the study of their racial demarcations. We have also many instances today in which individuals with very slight sympathy for the national or racial groups with which he comes in contact, paying large sums of money to secure their art, or to become trained in their dance, or their theater, or their music. These cultural points also strengthen the concept of the anthropologist, namely that culture has absolutely no boundaries except those which are placed upon it by human prejudice, and that it is the gradual restoration of the universality of culture that will make a marked contribution to the future of humanity.
So in the alchemical rites also, we find the restoration of the Virgin Sophia, of the Gnosis, of the great systems of wisdom. And we have in the chemical marriage of Christian Rosenkreuz, the Virgin Lucifera, the mysterious soul counterpart of Lucifer. These are all alchemically used symbols. But they all tell us of the creation of the soul power, which is the victory of man.